Hi all, welcome to October's studio vlog. I am at home at the moment and I am just getting ready to jump in my car and head to the studio. Yesterday was going to be a studio day, the first one this week. It is currently Thursday, so Wednesday was going to be my first day, but ended up finishing and submitting grant for the Clocking In for Unpaid Labor project yesterday instead. And by the time that was done, it just didn't seem like it was worth it time-wise to jump in the car and drive to the studio only to come back a few hours later. So I ended up doing a lot of admin work, prepping a video for my Patreon book club. We are reading The Mirror and the Palette for October, November, and December. So if any of you are interested in joining us, you can find details about that in the description box below. And did that, prepped, I sent an email this morning thanking the granting body who gave us a small grant that we got earlier in the summer towards the project. And yeah, so I put some beef in the crock pot. And now I'm actually gonna get in the car and go to the studio. It's very rainy. The rain has come. We're getting, I think this is supposed to be an atmospheric river at the moment, but I don't think there's been any major flooding or anything locally. And then this weekend is the New West Culture Crawl, which I did participate in last year, but I am not participating in this year as an artist. As a showing artist, but I will be participating as a person going around and trying to see the venues and check out the art and spend some time enjoying the occasion. So that's my plan. I did miss the opening reception last night because we only have one car and there was just not an easy way for me to get to this place. It's not in the central part of New West, the gallery where the party was. It's in a park, kind of in the middle of the city, and it's not super accessible by transit. I could have figured out a way to get there, but I didn't have enough motivation to do that. So yeah, I'm hoping to get to see all the pieces and get to the galleries and get to the studios and see everybody on the weekend. And today I'm going to go and get to work. I'm going to work on the crown. I'm going to, what am I doing? I'm probably going to start the rose as well. Yeah, so rose and crown today and the quilt. I'll work on the quilt. I'll probably sew another 2 blocks, maybe get 2 blocks done. Yeah, so that's my plan for today. And I will try to remember to take some footage, which has been very challenging for me recently. And but yeah, gonna try. everyone. Today's Tuesday, and I've been having a crazy week. I've been having a crazy since Saturday. Breaking things in my house, sick people in my life. Just a lot of life stuff happening. So it's interesting because as the life stuff is happening, the art stuff is I'm feeling more focused on doing more art, and I'm being pulled in a few different directions. Just wanted to share that with you. I have a fun art and social event to go to tomorrow night. I'm also going to go to the art gallery tomorrow with my friend Shamina. And then on Friday, I have a night out with my best friend who's going to be in town, which is very, very rare at this point in my life. So it feels like a lot of good and bad all mixed together, which is usually how it works, isn't it, in life? But in terms of what I got done, I was here yesterday and I did not vlog because it was freezing in here, and it was also freezing in my house because my heat pump was not working. And so I didn't really feel up for filming, but I did get some stuff done. So I finished all of the rows of the second block in the regular quilt that I'm making, and I finished the rows on the England quilt. So I think that one is finished in terms of the elements going onto it. I might add one more thing, but I'm trying to decide if I need to or not. So that's what I'm kind of waiting on for that. And I also printed out the images that I want to transfer for the Scotland quilt this morning, and so I will start working on that. And I also have another little project, which is something that I started at the beginning of this project, where I was making smaller versions of some of the quilts for a book type project. And I haven't been doing that for a while, and I have all these leftover letters from the letter quilts that I've done, and so I thought I would make a small page for the book quilt with the leftover letters. So that's going to be a project I work on tomorrow night at the social, and then probably also the symbols that are going to be going on the Scotland quilt. I'll bring one of those. I probably will not be back in the studio this week because I have a lot of other things happening. But next Monday and Tuesday, I will definitely be here. And that is my update for today. Life is lifing, and doing my best to not let it get me down right now. Hi y'all. So today is Monday, this 27th of October, and I'm only just checking in with you now. I have been here all day. We had a bit of a sad weekend. We had a sad weekend. My stepfather-in-law passed away on Saturday morning. And so things have been a bit off kilter, to say the least. And so today I just needed to kind of quietly make things without a lot of pressure to do anything else like film or anything like that. But I will give you a little update about what I ended up doing. So I got started on the Scotland images. I started stitching the mountain. There's like a kind of mountain pastoral scene with 2 sheep in it, so I started stitching that onto the quilt. So I quilt, this one's just like the others that each have an image that is directly put onto the quilt. This one's image is going to be this mountain pastoral scene. And I also think I've come up with some good tentative titles for everything, which is awesome. I also made a pillow today for my living room. This was fabric that I got from a lady in my yoga class, this fabric here. This is a sash from a kimono. So one side of the pillow is just the full fabric, and then the other side is a thinner piece with some really dark denim, so that, it's like I can have it either way on the chair, whichever one I want. We got a new chair in the last few months, and I thought this would look really good. This bright fabric would look really good with our carpet and like the color scheme in that room, which is kind of red and blue and this kind of orangey yellow color with some black accents. So yeah, so I made that, and then I made 2, you can see them, 3. I can't even remember how many I made. 4 blocks. This is the second block for the bed quilt I'm making. There's 2 different variations of blocks, so I have 18 of those, or no, if I made 4, I've got 14 left to make. So that's probably what I'm going to work on most of this week. I actually have a quiet week, other than any support or help or things I need to do with my family to help with my with the arrangements and support and all those types of things that you need to do when someone has passed away in your family. And of course, Friday is Halloween, so one of my sons is having friends over, and the other one will be going out in a costume and doing what 17-year-olds do on Halloween night. It's a Friday this year, so they'll be having fun. I think that's it. Yeah, so that's my update. I'm hoping to come at least 3 days this week. I think I can make that happen. And get pretty far on this piece. I'm gonna have to do a lot of shading on the mountains. I'm gonna do that with thread to like bring them to life. And I'm doing this pastoral scene in kind of sections. So this is the mountain section, then there'll be the landscaping section, and then the sheep will be in the foreground. And then I'll also be working on the symbols as well, which I'll do one in red and one in black thread. I'll also be working on the clocking in project this week with my friend Shamina. We took off the whole month of September. Well, no, that's not true. In September, we wrote a grant, and then we've taken off most of October because she's had stuff going on, I've had stuff going on, and now we're getting back to it because we have pretty much 2 months to finish the curation of the second show. The curation, the writing, the layout, figuring out how we're going to display the cards in these glass cases, etc. So all of that has to be done in the next 2 months. So we'll be meeting more frequently throughout November and part of December until the holidays. Yeah, so that is that. It feels crazy that that we're so far into the year and that we're wrapping up the year basically. But yeah, here we are. That's what's happening, and I'm gonna try to enjoy it and make the most of it. I'll check in again with you, and I've got more to share. Potentially this week I will sign off, and if not, see you next time. Good morning. I'm here. It's Wednesday. I decided to come in even though I have a meeting with Shamina today to work on clocking in. I thought I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna work and get some stuff done today because I'm not sure if I'll be able to get here on Friday or not. It's Halloween, and yeah, you never know what I do have. One of my kids having a little party with some friends over, so I'm gonna have to prep food and make sure everything's ready for Halloween. So today is the day I'm gonna work on the blocks for the quilt, and I'm going to work on oh, you can't see it from here. Whoop, that piece there. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do some of the symbols today. I'll trace the symbol, at least one symbol, so that I can work on it at home over the next few days, and I may even bring this home with me because it's gonna require quite a bit because I'm stitching basically the relief of a mountain onto it, so that's gonna take some time. And yeah, that's my plan, so I'm gonna get to it. Okay, so here is one of the blocks, and you see how many rows there are, and you see that I am not a perfectionist, because if I was, all of these would have been perfectly aligned or something similar, I believe, but it's better to get her done than be a perfectionist person, so I will trim all these before I sew the blocks together, but this is block B. You can see it now.